student, many times you feel the problem is very difficult in physics, and that's why you are not solving the problem in exam. And here I will give the some trick how to solve the problems and take the more interest in solving the physics problem. First step is that you have to remember the physics formulas which is based on that problem. And then first you identify which problem is there, and then which value you have to calculate, and which topic this problem is there. Once you know that this problem is related to the one topic, example, one problem is given and that topic is related to the current electricity, then you will understand that if the problem is current electricity, then which formulas are there in this topic. Then that time you will recall all the formulae which already you learned it. That's why here are the different formulas. I will show you that, and then you learn that formulas after one by one, and daily learn the five formulas and start writing in your notebook. If you practice it, write it 5 times, definitely you can recall that particularly chapter's formula. Example, current electricity. Now in current electricity there are near about the 10 formulas are there. Okay, then if the problem is regarding the Kirchhoff's law, then you can recall the formulas of it. If the problem is the meter bridge or Wheaton bridge or Kelvin's method, then you can remember this bridge type of the network. Next is that if the potentiometer word is there, then potentiometer related there are the 3-4 formulas are there, you can recall it. If there is a ammeter word is there in problem, in sentence of it, then you can recall the ammeter formula. Here it is given. And if the voltmeter word is there, then recall the formula for it. Like that you can recall its formula. And that's why one by one all this formula I'm giving the list of it, remember, and daily practice for 5 times. Okay student, now say that the first one, Kirchhoff's law. There are the two laws are there. Kirchhoff stated the two laws. First is a current law and second is a voltage law. If it is a current law, there is a mention as a summation of I is equal to 0. Like that, remember that summation of I is equal to 0. It means that you have to remember it is a I1. If there are the how many currents are there? I2, I3 minus I4 is equal to 0. Two currents are directed towards the junction of it, and two currents flowing away from the junction of it. Like that, here it is mentioned the sign convention means summation I. Don't remember only this symbol. That's why you will if you remember only this, you can write the formula of it, but how it is expand, that is also important along with the sign convention of the current is important. The current which is flowing towards the junction is taken as the positive, and away from the junction taken as a negative. Like that, I1 and I2 both are towards the junction. I3 and I4 are leaving the junction. Like that, one junction is there, these two are towards the junction, and these two are leaving the junction. Like that, here I will mention I1, I2, I3 and I4. It means that you have to check the direction of the current in that circuit diagram. Maybe in this problem circuit diagram is given, and then that time see the arrow of the current. Where this arrow is indicated, it is towards that one point or it is away from that point. According to it, take the sign convention. Towards the junction taken as a positive sign, away from the junction taken as a negative sign. Now have you understood, student, this? Summation of I is equal to 0. It means that write this sentence, but remember the expansion of it along with the sign convention. Second law is there, that is the regarding the voltage law. Here the voltage means summation of the potential difference across the loop of it, one circuit loop taken here, and in that case potential difference means a product of current and resistance, and the whatever the battery is connected in that closed loop taken as that addition. If there is a two batteries are there, E1 plus E2. If there is a resistance are there, R1 R2 resistance are connected, then taken as a I1 R1 I2 R2. Like that you can expand this second formula for it. Means you remember the in Kirchhoff's law, any circuit diagram is given and you have to find out the any value of it, means can calculate the current any branch of it. That time these two important formulas you have to remember. Summation of I is equal to 0 and summation of IR plus summation of E is equal to 0. Like that, remember the very simple formula for it. Next one is that the balance condition. Balance condition means this type of the bridge is given, R1, R2, R3, R4, R5 is connected and the galvanometer is connected in between these 2 points. Here I will mention A, B, C, D. These are the junction points. Okay, and the currents which is flowing through 8I, here it is flowing the I1 and here it is flowing the I2. Next is that the here the again it will be combined together and here you will get the I currents. Okay, here again we can use the Kirchhoff's first law and second law for this 1 and 2 and 3 loops of it. Like that also we can apply the Kirchhoff's law for this bridge network. But we are interested in a balance condition. What is that balance condition? If the 4 resistors are connected in a one bridge, that time use the formula is there, R1 upon R2 is equal to R3 upon R4. R1 means the upper sides of this bridge, that is A, B and B to C resistance, R1 upon R2. Upper side ratio take here and then the lower side ratio you take here, R3 upon R4. Have you understood this? Means bridge condition R1 upon R2 is equal to R3 upon R4. Next is that the bridge condition, meter bridge. In meter bridge, again there is the, instead of this R3 and R4, we are change the apparatus. Meter bridge apparatus is there, one uniform long wire are used which is having the resistance is there and the length of this wire is mentioned. If the length in front of the unknown resistance taken as a Lx and the unknown known resistance box taken as a LR. Like that formula you have to remember there, X upon R is equal to Lx upon Lr. Meter bridge experiment. Meter bridge experiments we are learning here, X upon R is equal to Lx upon Lr. Kelvin's method. In Kelvin's method, we are finding the resistance of a galvanometer. Means instead of this X, there is a connected the G. Means here I will show that the here only X1, R1 and R2 is not connected. Here the galvanometer is connected. Next is the resistance box is connected. After that, this is a long wire having the length is LG and LR. And directly this wire B and D are connected. Like that bridge network is given and take the similar to it. Similar means the second one, balance condition. What is the formula for the balance condition? R1 upon R2 is equal to R3 upon R4. Same in this diagram. Okay, so same in this diagram, you can write the its upper sides of the ratio, means G upon R is equal to Lg upon Lr. Next one is that the potential gradient, voltage upon potential difference per unit length is called as a potential gradient. Like that, this is the formula for the potential gradient. And you know that the potential gradient, after that V is equal to current into resistance. We can apply the Ohm's law here. Okay, like that, instead of V I use the current into the resistance formula, and I value is calculated for the Ohm's law for the complete circuit, E upon R plus small r, internal resistance. Like that also you can write the formula for it. Next is that the for potentiometer, there are the next application is given, that is a individual method. Next is that the sum difference method, and last one is the internal resistance of the cell. Internal resistance of cell. Good. In potentiometer, if there is a word is there potentiometer and another word is there individual method, that time use the formula is there E1 upon E2 is equal to L1 upon L2. Next is that the sum and difference method. E1 upon E2 is equal to L1 plus L2 divided by L1 minus L2. And internal resistance method, use the formula for it. R is equal to small r is equal to R into L1 minus L2 upon L2. This is the four formulas. See here student, four formulas are there which is regarding the potentiometer. It means that if the potentiometer word is asked, then choose these four formulas. How to choose the four formulas for it? If the potential gradient word is there, use the first one. If there is a individual method for word is there, use the six number. If there is a sum and difference word is there, use the seventh one. If there is a word is there internal resistance, use the eighth one. Like that, if you write the formulas for that particularly problems of it, and you know that how to select that formula, you write it, you will get the definitely marks for the formula. And to write the formula, correct formula in exam, you'll get the half marks directly. Means out of 2, you'll get the half marks for the correct formula you selected and you wrote it. Okay, next one, the ammeter, means in current electricity topic, again there is a ammeter word is there. In ammeter, always we are finding the shunt resistance. Is it right? We are finding the shunt resistance, and that time we'll write the formula is there. S is equal to Ig into G upon I minus Ig. Formula is very simple. S is equal to Ig into G upon I minus Ig. Now here again, shunt resistance, if it is word is not there but ammeter word is there, still you write this formula. Now it is very simple. Ammeter word select karna hai. If there is a word is ammeter, write this formula. Either it is asked the galvanometer resistance, either it is asked the current flowing through the galvanometers, either it is asked the shunt resistance. You must write this formula. You will get the definitely half marks. S is equal to Ig into G upon I minus Ig. Now close your eyes and then recall this formula for it. What is that? S is equal to, what is that? Recall that formula. Ig into G upon I minus Ig. Good. Now next is again there is a small trick is there to solve this problem, MCQ type problems, and that time instead of this first formula, if we use the second one, easily you will get the answer of it. Means there is a no wasting of time for the calculations, and that formula you must know it. What is that? That is a in that problem, it is mentioned as the current flowing through it is nth time of the current flowing through the galvanometer. Means that relation is given. I and Ig, two values are not given, but they given as their relation, how much it is there, nth time of the Ig. If it is given, means n is equal to I upon Ig. If it is a fifth time, then taken as n is equal to 5. Substitute there, S is equal to G upon n minus 1. N means that number. Substitute it easily. G values is given. Calculate the answer. And this type of the problem, definitely it will become for the MCQ type, or it will become for the competitive or any entrance exam. Next is that the voltmeter, similar to the ammeter. If the word is voltmeter, any problem, then don't think that it is related to the current electricity and which formulas are there. Don't recall, directly recall this formula, because voltmeter word only one formula is given. In voltmeter, we are finding always the high resistance. Then high resistance formula, which is that R is equal to V upon Ig minus G. Now close your eyes and recall this formula for it. R, high resistance. What is that high resistance? R. Okay, which is equal to V upon Ig minus G. Again recall this formula. R is equal to V upon Ig minus G. Good. Again similar to the previous one, if there is a nth time of this ratios are given, voltage potential difference between the potential across the galvanometer, nth values are given, then n is equal to V upon Vg, that ratios are directly it is given. Substitute in this directly formula, R is equal to G into n minus 1. Only one point is that the resistance of galvanometer must be given, and how much time it is the potential differences are there, that is that nth value must be given, and use this formula to solve the problem of the voltmeter. Now it is very simple, student. If you learn daily or weekly this formula for it, if you practice initially 5 times, write it, definitely you can recall this formulas. And once you recall the formulas for it, definitely for that problem you will get the half marks. If problem is very simple, only substitution methods and easily calculations are there, then also you can get the full marks for it. Okay, like that. Remember the formulas: Kirchhoff's law formula, second is a balance condition, next one is a meter bridge, kelvins and potential gradient. In next one is the individual method, sum method, internal resistance, ammeter and voltmeter. In this topic you can recall all these formulas of it. Okay, student.